Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Cupcake coming at you with another um week 2 NFL predictions. We're continuing with this power rankings next week, okay? I think there was a lot of teams that week 1 jitters, so I want to see like are the Browns really that bad? Like, are we gonna be honestly ruling out the Browns right now from being an actual good NFL team? Like putting them in almost the bottom half the teams in the NFL after week 1 after they get stomped by the Titans? I don't think so. I think the Browns just need to get it together here. So I'm going to give them 1 week grace. Every other team in the NFL. I have an idea once again of what it's going to look like, but I'm just currently, right now, going to give a little grace. I hadn't had time to put it together this week fully, so yeah. Alright, but this is my week 2 predictions. I know I haven't been uploading much this week, so I will have video explaining why that hasn't been going on much this week. So yeah, tomorrow. But anyways, let's get into the predictions here. Alright, this week we have got, for our first game this week, we've got the Buccaneers and the Panthers Thursday Night Football. Alright, it doesn't take much to say this here. Alright, the Buccaneers looked bad the other day. Really bad. Bruce Arians has not done nothing to fix Jameis Winston, and without a quarterback that's actually going to be able to not throw 2 pick sixes in a game, they're not going to win that game. Panthers winning big time. I'm going to say that. I think Panthers could win by 20 plus points. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all. Next game on that we see here, though, we've got the Cowboys versus the Redskins. It's the Cowboys. Let's be honest when I say this here. If the Cowboys lose once again any of their first 3 games of the season, okay, what are you doing? The Cowboys killed the Giants, okay? The Giants got just absolutely destroyed. Well, we'll just say this. It does not look any better for the Redskins because the Redskins choked a 17-0 lead. Okay? Like, the Redskins started off hotter, but the Eagles, when they got together good. So, even though it was close, I don't think it's going to be that close a game. Cowboys going to win pretty good as well. Colts and Titans. I definitely have to give this one to the Titans. The Titans looked very good last week versus the Browns that everyone thought was going to storm the NFL. Baker Mayfield's going to come out slinging the rock, making a lot of good plays, all that kind of stuff, and they just ran away with it in the fourth quarter. Believe it or not, I believe that game was like 5 points I heard in the fourth quarter, except Cleveland just started making a lot of mistakes, doing a lot of stupid stuff, and so it ended up costing them a lot. So I'm not thinking that the Colts are going to blow out the Titans are going to blow out the Colts. I think they got to just play their game, though. I do think they're going to win. I would say by probably 10 points. I don't have much faith in the Titans this year. I do think they're going to start off 2-0, though. All right, next game we got the Seahawks versus the Steelers. Both teams didn't look good in week 1, but I don't think the Seahawks are going to the playoffs, but I got to give them a win here. That Pittsburgh Steelers team does not look the same. Something is wrong. Something's got to get fixed. Until they prove me otherwise, I have to say that the Seahawks are going to win, even though I'm not too high on the Seahawks right now. They almost got beat by the freaking Bengals, okay? I'm sorry. You get beat by one of the lower teams on my power rankings when they do come out next week, when you're actually a pretty good team, or decent team, okay? Okay, that's a problem, okay? Let's see them come out here. Let's see them play. But I think the Steelers are going to lose that game ultimately. They don't look all together right now. Maybe Big Ben's days in the NFL are long gone. We might find out if he retires after this season. He's always been debating it the last 2 or 3 seasons, I believe. Don't hold me to that. I know last season I heard talks about it. I'm not for sure, though. Next up, we got the Bills and the Giants. I'm going to have the Bills taking that one. That Giants team offensively looked okay at the beginning of the game, but eventually the Cowboys' defense started locking them up, and ultimately nothing else happened, really. I think that's going to be the same way with the Bills. I think Josh Allen might not be the best quarterback in that draft. I still have hope for Sam Darnold, even with whatever's going on with him. I don't know exactly all that's going on with him. But I know he's injured right now. But I know he's out for this week, so and next week I think as well. They said, but I do think the Bills are going to win this game. Saquon's good. He'll do damage, but I think once again, I think the Bills defense is going to lock him up again, and ultimately because they have no receiving core, really. Okay, no one respects Eli Manning, although he definitely did put on a good show last week versus my Cowboys. I I don't think no one respects him yet, and so until that happens, I really don't see the Giants winning that game. I think the Giants start off 0-2 this season, and the Bills start off 2-0. I Next up, we got the Patriots and the Dolphins. Okay, do we really need to spend time on this? Like, should I just? Okay, I'm debating just starting to say every single week that I'll just skip the Dolphins because like whoever they're playing is a guaranteed win. Uh, like against them, like the Dolphins are losing every single game this season, in my opinion. If the Dolphins win a game, it's a miracle. I would not be surprised if the Dolphins go 0-16. Like that is how unconfident I am in the Dolphins this year. Tom Brady and the Dolphins, or Tom Brady's coming into town. Like really, we're not going to spend much time on this game. I The Patriots are winning that game with ease. I mean, heck, the Patriots might put up 100 points on them with AB now. I don't know. All right, Jacksonville versus the Texans. The Jaguars versus the Texans. That is going to be a pretty good game right there. I I do want to see that. I actually might watch that one if I have the time because I really want to see that quarterback play again. That Minshew, what's his name? Like he was actually fifth in the Heisman voting last year, so it's actually going to be interesting. I think that team looks better. I think defensively, Deshaun Watson, uh, it's not ultimately Patrick Mahomes. So I think the Jacksonville Jaguars defense will end up playing a little bit better. I do think though that Deshaun Watson's a really good quarterback, and I feel like between uh, rookie, we'll see how he does. The rookie sixth round quarterback that was fifth in the Heisman voting. I'm trying to remember Minshew, something like that. I I think he'll do okay, but I do not think he gets his first NFL win today. The Texans are going to win that game. The Texans have a pretty good defense still, even without Clowney, and ultimately, I think they still have a better defense than the Chiefs without Clowney. I'll say that right now. But yeah, I had the Texans winning that game. I think that ultimately, I don't know if that defense is as elite as it looks. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Next up, we got the Vikings and the Packers. I'll probably be watching either of those two games, either the Jaguars versus the Texans or the Vikings versus the Packers if I had the chance. Like honestly, both of these games look pretty good. I think that I don't know. It's kind of weird. The Vikings look like the greatest team in the NFL when it comes to depth chart, looking offensively, but they only threw the ball 10 times last week. It's kind of weird. I think that ultimately, though, I do think that Vikings are going to win that game. I didn't see enough from Aaron Rodgers. I think the Packers' defense is a lot better. I really do think that, but I don't know. I need to see something from Rodgers to say, I am back. I am ready to go, and I'm ready to get it. Like, I understand it's the Bears' defense week one. I do understand that, but I need something more than one touchdown and no picks and just a few, like maybe 200 yards or so. I think that's around the stat line last week. He didn't look that good. Although I know he's playing against, once again, really good Bears defense, but didn't look that great. Although I think he'll get better as the season goes on. I don't know if that's just week one, kind of struggling, getting used to playing again. But yeah, Packers didn't look that good. So otherwise, for their defense, so I'm definitely gonna have the Vikings winning this game. The Vikings shut out a pretty good Falcons team last week. I pretty much shut them down. Like they didn't shut them out completely, like they scored, but um, ultimately, until that fourth quarter, they were shut down. Matt Ryan was able to throw the ball. Julio Jones wasn't doing nothing. Running game was nothing. Like that team dominated on them. Like Vikings dominated on the Atlanta Falcons last week. I don't know if that's just because it was week one. Once again, some teams started off a little slower because they hadn't had much preseason to play their starters. But you know, I'm gonna have the Vikings come out, win that game versus the Packers. All right, Chargers Lions. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Like, really, the first game of the year, we had the Lions and the Arizona Cardinals play against Kyler Murray. First game of Kyler Murray's career, and it's a tie. Well, wow, that's all I can say. But pretty good comeback from Murray to even tie it. I'm not going to say that he didn't do any good there, but I definitely have the Chargers win the game. They're starting off 2-0 as well. Lions just they're an okay team at best. They're honestly an okay team at best. Like they're they're not bad. They're just not good either. Like that's just the way it is. 49ers versus Bengals. 49ers actually, once I think Garoppolo, after taking a year off, gets some of the rust off, I think the 49ers have a chance at running for a wild card spot. I don't think they'll get it. I think somehow they're going to get knocked out. I don't know how, but I think they will eventually. But the 49ers, I have them winning that game pretty easily. I don't think Andy Dalton's going to win that game. I don't think the Bengals team's that good, but honestly, maybe they'll prove me wrong. I don't know. They almost beat the Seahawks last week, but I'm having the Niners win that game. Cardinals versus Ravens. Okay, we just saw Lamar Jackson throw for 5 touchdowns and almost 300 or almost 400 yards. Not at 400 yards, a little underneath, but we almost saw him throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like that's a pretty darn good game right there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have the Ravens win this game. Defense played really well, but Ravens' first 2 weeks has been super easy. Like really, first 2 games after getting out of the playoffs are the Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Like really, come on. Like that's just kind of sad. I do want to see what the Ravens defense will do against a good defense or a good team in general. I because right now these first 2 games, if you lost either of these, like everyone would be like, are the Dolphins for real? Or not the Dolphins, but are the Ravens for real? Like, are they really this bad or whatever? Like the Browns were last week. I it's not a team you expect to well lose or anything like that right now. I don't think the Cardinals are going to win. I think Kyler Murray's going to struggle his rookie year. I would be surprised if he gets rookie of the year, but at the same time, I'm like, eh, he's not going to be shocked either if I don't see him get it. So, yeah. But Ravens winning that game. All right, afternoon games finally. We got the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Raiders lost AB, but they dominated against the Broncos. So, I'm going to say that the Chiefs win that game. The Chiefs look good week 1. Mahomes picked up right back from where he left off last season. All right. There's no way you could not say that the Chiefs are not going on to win that game. Like, they ultimately they played it about as good as last season. Their defense played just a little bit better, but ultimately you still got to think about this. That they let 6th-round rookie tear them up for a while, but it's still they only let up 19 points. It's not bad. We'll see how the Chiefs defense does versus some of these better teams in the NFL. But yeah, Chiefs winning that game pretty easily. Not gonna say that they get the Raiders get blown to pieces, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna win. All right, Chiefs are too good. The Saints versus the Rams. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I am gonna go out on a limb here. I don't know. I would not be shocked. I'm gonna say this right now because I have faith in the. Actually, I have some faith in the 49ers. I would not be surprised if the Rams even miss the playoffs this year. I'm gonna say it. I think that the Rams might not make the playoffs. I'm not gonna say they aren't, but I'm just saying I would not be shocked. A lot of people are like, the Rams are gonna win. I'm gonna pick the Saints. I think the Rams have a problem. I think the Rams either had week 1 jitters or something. They did not look good. Like I don't know what, but ever since that Super Bowl or the end of last year's regular season, Rams have not looked the same. Like even though they beat my boys, that was ultimately C.J. Anderson that beat the Cowboys, not the Rams team. That was just C.J. Anderson. Gurley did nothing really. Ultimately, Jared Goff didn't do much. But the Saints, yeah, I haven't winning that game. I think it is revenge. I think the Saints are going to be playing with a passion. Like they're going to have a passion burning. Like I don't know. I was going for something there, and then it completely went out. But yeah, Saints winning that game. I think Bears versus Broncos. Broncos didn't look that great last week. Bears looked bad on offense right now. Neither of these teams came out looking good, but their defense picked up right where they left off. shutting teams down, doing what they do best. I think the Bears will win this game. I think the Bears are going to play good enough to sweep by Broncos here. I think they're going to have to get their act together pretty quickly here, though. As long as their offense can get together, this is a playoff team. If their offense can't get together, we're about to see chaos in Chicago. That's all I'm saying. Sunday night football. The Eagles versus the Falcons. The Eagles, they came back 17 to nothing. But the Falcons just got shut down week 1, okay? I hate saying this, but I'm not predicting, like, okay, I'm not also saying this because I'm a Cowboys fan and I really want the Eagles to lose. I I think the Falcons are going to come back with vengeance this week. I think the Falcons are going to put the Eagles in their place and they're going to take them out. I think the Eagles had a good game last week, but they were playing a bad Washington team. Washington's not that good. All right, but I do think the Falcons will come back. I think they're gonna come back, fight back, and they're gonna win this game versus the Eagles, even though they lost their first game. So yeah, I'm gonna have the Falcons win that one. Interesting pick there. Maybe my hot take of the week after the Eagles came back 17 to nothing. But yeah, I think I'm ultimately gonna have the Falcons come back, hoping that they get their game together this week because I really don't want to look like an idiot predicting that. And then we got the Browns and the Jets in the Monday night game. Okay, I think the Browns weren't looking good last week, but I'm gonna predict a bounce back here. Jets don't have their starting quarterback. Okay, it doesn't look good for the Jets right now. I'm gonna say the Browns win this game. I will get them their first win of the season ultimately, and hopefully, well, the Browns will bounce back. I want to see the Browns in the playoffs. I want to see this team completely turn around, but hey, can't do nothing if your quarterback's injured for the Jets. So like the Jets would have a chance, but Sam Darnold's injured, and I've been hearing that. I believe I heard Le'Veon Bell went on for a MRI or something. I'm pretty positive. I'm not for sure, but thought I heard something about that. So yeah, that is going to be it, guys. That is my predictions. To recap, we have. All right, let me get back to the bottom here. All right, we got the Panthers winning, the Cowboys winning. We got the Panthers versus the Bucks. I took Panthers. Cowboys versus Redskins. Cowboys. Colts versus Titans. Titans. Seahawks versus Steelers. Seahawks. Bills versus Giants. Bills. Patriots versus Dolphins. Patriots. Jacksonville versus the Texans. Texans. Packers versus the Vikings. Vikings. Chargers versus Lions. Chargers. 49ers versus the Bengals. 49ers. Ravens versus the Cardinals. I got the Ravens. Chiefs versus the Raiders. Chiefs. Saints versus the Rams. Saints. All right. Did I say Chiefs there? Saints versus the Rams. I'm sorry, Saints. Okay, if I said Chiefs, I don't know. I thought I did. I. But anyways, Bears versus the Broncos. All right. Bears. Sunday night football. I don't know why Chiefs is always coming out right now. Eagles versus Falcons, Falcons, and the Browns versus the Jets. I take the Browns. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about my predictions this week. I do think that they're pretty accurate. I think that we're going to see a lot of wins this week for my predictions here, honestly. So yeah, let me know how do you think I did predicting these games. Enjoy football tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Of course, drop us a follow on Twitch. And yeah, that's it for now. We'll be back soon. Until next time. Peace.